Yo, what is up,
Hello,
YouTube?
hello. Welcome back.
Welcome to
Another deep dive.
The
Warrior, which I know nothing about, so this will be an exciting deep dive
for
me.
whatever reason, it just kind of flies on the radar, and it's like the one class I really know nothing about. So this will be really fun just to dive into and find out
what the Warrior is all about.
What it's about. For those that are new here, I'm J-Mart Saskia.
Hello.
We are married content creators where we focus mostly on TTRPGs, and that being said, mostly Daggerheart. Of late, we've been really enjoying it. We also have 2 actual plays going on Monday and Tuesday, a double feature. One starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, the other one 6 p.m. Eastern. And they are both homebrewed campaigns, so make sure you come check those out.
Like, comment, and subscribe. It goes a long way to helping the channel.
Totally free.
But that being said, let's jump into the Warrior.
All right. Becoming a warrior requires years, often a lifetime, of training, dedication to the mastery of weapons and violence. While many who seek to fight hone only their strength, warriors understand the importance of an agile body and mind, making them some of the most sought-after fighters across the realm. Frequently, warriors find employment within an army, a band of mercenaries, or even a royal guard, but their potential is wasted in any position where they cannot continue to improve and expand their skills. Warriors are known to have a favored weapon. To come between them and their blade would be a grievous. Their domains
are blade and bone. Your blade is a domain of weapon mastery, whether by steel, bow, or perhaps a more specialized arm. Those who follow this path have the skill to cut short the lives of others. Wielders of blade dedicate themselves to achieving inexorable power over death. Then you have the bone.
So blade is assassin.
Okay.
And that's it, huh?
Okay.
Oh, Guardian too.
Guardian too. I'm about to say, I felt like I was being able to choose from blade. And then bone is a domain of tactics in the body. Practitioners of this domain have an uncanny control over their own physical abilities and an eye for predicting the behaviors of others in combat. Adherents to bone gain an unparalleled understanding of bodies and their movements.
They're shared with Brawler and Ranger. I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like this is the only class that both of their domains are shared with 2 other people.
No, I think so. Oh, so there's 3 that has it.
Yeah, 3 total, including them.
Might be.
It seems like every other time is like one person would share it, or
it's like
this one, both of them are shared by 2.
Because the Warrior's astute. Did you not hear that?
Very astute. Their starting evasion is 11, and the starting hit points is 6. And their hope feature is when you spend 3 hope to gain a +1 to your attack roll until your next rest.
Wait.
What?
That's like permanent till your rest?
Can you keep spending 3 hope and 3 hope and 3 hope and 3 hope and just keep adding to that?
Well, you know what? It'd be nice to always have that kind of hope, but in our campaign, I don't ever seem to have hope. So yeah.
Dang. That's pretty cool. But it is till your next rest, not long rest. So even a short
rest you would then have to spend another 3 hope. Yeah. That'd be like, no, we're not resting. We are continuing
Never
on.
Again. It'd be like Barbarian in D&D because they didn't get to get their rages. So it's like, no.
And then we have their class features are attack of opportunity. If an adversary within melee range attempts to leave that range, make a reaction roll using a trait of your choice against their difficulty. Choose 1 effect on a success or 2 if you critically succeed. They can't move from where they are. You deal damage to them equal to your primary weapons damage, or you move with them. Wow, that's so cool.
That's cool.
So, with reaction rolls, can I do attack of opportunity? Do I get only cause 1 reaction roll? Like, in D&D, you have 1 reaction, and you can't do attack of the opportunity again until your next turn when you refill that. But here for the attack of opportunity, if I'm surrounded by 3 guys and those 3 guys are trying to move away from me, can I literally just bam, 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 attack of opportunity, all 3 of them?
I don't see why not.
That is so cool.
I don't see anything that says you only get 1 reaction before your thing. So yeah, I think you're just be able to get all three of them.
I mean, you have to succeed a roll,
Right.
but that'd be really cool. And then you also have combat training. You ignore burden when equipping weapons. When you deal physical damage, you gain a bonus to your damage roll equal to your level. What's the burden when equipping weapons? I don't know, there was a burden.
Wait, yeah, I'm confused. So the burden is like, oh, it's a two-handed weapon. So can I wield two-handed weapons if I can ignore the burden?
Oh, that would be so cool to build a character like that. Well, once again, we are trying to learn the game as long as with everybody else. Chat.
Yeah, if you know
if you
the
have that
answer to
answer, please comment. Let us know. We are definitely still learning this new system together. That would be really cool. Can you imagine holding two-handed weapons?
Yeah,
Could you do that? Could you do that?
That's what I'm wondering.
be like the giant character and just like start swiping at everybody.
Yeah, and then when you deal physical damage, you gain bonus to your damage rolls equal to your level. Interesting. All right, and their two subclasses are Call of the Brave and Call of the Slayer. Call of the Brave's foundation feature is when you fail a roll with fear, you gain a hope.
When you fail a roll with fear.
Ooh.
Wow.
What? Wait, that mean you get hope every time then?
Well, I mean, if you succeed with fear, you don't. But if you're a total failure, that you fail.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I get what you're
when
saying.
you fail your roll and with fear.
Oh, that's still pretty good though.
That is pretty good. You build your courage up.
And then battle ritual, once per long rest before you attempt something incredibly dangerous or face off against a foe who clearly outmatches you. Describe what ritual you perform or preparations you take. When you do, clear 2 stress and gain 2 hope.
What? Right before a big boss battle, you can describe this, and then all of a sudden, can it be middle battle? Like if something like ambushed you, can you perform that ritual? It doesn't say it has to be a time. It's not like a
okay, it
1
just says
hour
before
time.
something incredibly dangerous or yeah, so I assume you could as long as you can.
You can only do
RP
it once
well.
per long rest. Yeah, that's so cool. So the specialization feature, you rise to the challenge. You are vigilant in the face of mounting danger. While you have 2 or fewer hit points unmarked, you can roll a d20 as your hope die. Wait. So, like you're almost dead? Or when you're... While you have 2 or fewer hit points unmarked. So you're 2...
Yeah, you're rising to the challenge.
Okay. Wow, that's so big. This is the first time I'm reading anything on Warrior. This seems pretty cool.
And then if you choose to dive even deeper into this subclass, you get camaraderie. Your unwavering bravery is a rally point to your allies. You can initiate a tag team roll 1 additional time per session. Additionally, when an ally initiates a tag team roll with you, they only have to spend 2 hope to do so.
Ooh, that's pretty good too.
Yeah, why do I not hear Warrior talk about more?
Call of the Brave
It's pretty dang
sounds super
cool.
awesome, right? But you also have Call of the Slayer. This is if you want to strike down adversaries with immense force. Their foundation feature, Slayer. You gain a pool of dice called Slayer dice. On a roll with hope, you can place a d6 on this card instead of gaining a hope, adding the die to your pool. You can store a number of Slayer dice equal to your proficiency. When you make an attack roll or damage roll, you can spend any number of these Slayer dice, rolling them and adding the result to the roll. At the end of each session, clear any unspent Slayer dice on this card and gain a hope per die cleared. So you even get something for clearing it.
Yeah, so you're not wasting it at the end.
Wow, that sounds really neat.
Then if you choose to dive deeper into this one, you become a weapon specialist. You can wield multiple weapons with dangerous ease. When you succeed in an attack, you can spend a hope to add 1 of the damage dice from your secondary weapon to the damage roll. Additionally, once per long rest, when you roll your Slayer dice, reroll any ones.
Wait, once per long rest, when you roll your Slayer dice, reroll any ones. Oh, that's really cool.
And then, so I just started thinking about it too. I guess there would be really no need to carry two-handed weapons.
Yeah.
Because this game doesn't really have dual wielding like that.
Well,
unless you're using this one.
the weapon specialist.
Right.
So you can use your secondary weapon.
But what I was thinking, even from the other one, that means you'd be able to use a two-handed weapon and a shield, or a two-handed weapon and that grappler, or it basically allowed your offhand with the two-handed weapon. That's what I'm guessing.
That's kind of cool. And you also have the mastery feature, martial preparation. You're an inspirational warrior to all who travel with you. Your party gains access to the martial preparation downtime move. To use this move during a rest, describe how you instruct and train with your party. You and each ally who chooses this downtime move gain a D6 Slayer die. We get Slayer dice?
Wow.
That's so cool. A PC with the Slayer die can spend it to roll the die and add the result to an attack or damage roll of their choice.
Warrior sounds pretty sweet, not gonna lie.
Both subclasses.
No. I think I want to do the Brave, though.
Yeah, the Brave did sound pretty cool.
Their recommended traits are +2 to agility, +1 to instinct and strength, 0 to knowledge and finesse, and -1 to presence. Their recommendation for starting weapons is a longsword, which I don't know why. So let me look at the weapons real quick. So if I go to greatsword, and I hit the greatsword, the burden is two-handed, so you would ignore the two-handed part.
So you could literally hold a greatsword in a shield, right?
Yeah.
Man, I would be making some really creative character choices on that.
There isn't no two-handed greatsword or two-handed weapon though, so they have 2 of the agility, which I'd probably end up doing like 2 strength instead, but that could be here or there. Their recommended armor is chain, and let's start with the domain cards.
All right, you can take from the bone category, death maneuvers. Once per rest, mark a stress to sprint anywhere within far range without making an agility roll to get there. If you end this movement within melee range of an adversary and immediately make an attack against them, gain a +1 bonus to the attack roll. That'd be really cool with the warrior if you just want to get right in there. Get right in there and whirlwind everybody.
Oh yeah, that'd probably actually work out pretty good because then you get the +1 to the whirlwind too.
Nope.
When you take severe damage, you can mark a stress to reduce the severity of 1 threshold for get back up in the blade category.
You also have I See It Coming. When you're targeted by an attack made from beyond melee range, you can mark a stress to roll a d4 and gain a bonus to your evasion equal to the result against the attack.
That's pretty good. Not good enough. When you roll your damage dice, you can reroll any 1s or 2s.
That's so big if you want to keep doing better damage. You know, it's like nothing feels worse than like, oh, I just got this hit and I hit him for 1. Well, I guess in this game it doesn't really matter because they have to still clear a armor or something.
Here's the question on this though. It doesn't say re-roll your damage dice and take the new result. So does that mean you can just keep re-rolling 1s and 2s?
That is a good question. Wonder if anybody has an answer to that. Please comment. Let us know. That you can never roll a 1.
Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. In your damage, you can never roll a 1 or 2.
And you're not having to spend anything for the ability. Interesting. You can also be untouchable. Gain a bonus to your evasion equal to half your agility. And then whirlwind. When you make a successful attack against a target within very close range, you can spend a hope to use the attack against all other targets within very close range. All additional adversaries you succeed against with this ability take half damage. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff. It's whether if you want to be more tanky or you just want to go in there and do damage, you know?
Yeah, I would almost want to take death maneuvers and... Or no, you know what? I think I'd rather take not good enough and whirlwind.
Oh, just always
so
constantly trying to get that
2s.
Major damage to severe damage.
Yeah,
spin to
win, spin to win.
Well, that would be kind of cool. And is that also with Yeah, because then they take half damage from Whirlwind. And so you want to get that damage higher to make sure you're hitting maybe them in major. Yeah, I'll go with that. Not good enough and Whirlwind. But it is kind of cool thinking of like Death Maneuvers being able to just charge in.
It is.
But I do agree with you.
Yeah, they have a lot of fun stuff they could do with this. I think Warrior actually sounds really awesome.
Yeah, pretty baller.
But that being said, this actually wraps up our series.
I know.
It's on all of them until they come out with new things.
Yeah, we have a deep dive on all classes so far.
If you do enjoy the content, again, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, and it helps us tremendously. Go for our goal of hitting 100 before the end of August would mean a lot to us.
Yep.
Also, catch our 2 actual play campaigns.
The Skyroot Saga, every Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we're also going to have the Hollow Cycle, converting into the Daggerheart system.
Which I think we're going to try to make a video on that, too, on how to convert
how to convert your
campaign.
Did it, anyways. Or how we did it, yeah. And that's 6 p.m. every Tuesday Eastern Time.
Which I think is going to be an interesting one, because my Hollow Cycle is a very homebrewed campaign. So we really get to see how some of that would translate into.
And I'm converting a custom build, D&D build, into a Daggerheart build. And I think I did a wonderful job making Fizzla still feel like Fizzla.
Anyways, we'll catch you guys.
Yeah, Warrior was super cool.
Next time. I think our next one will be races.
Yeah, we're going to go through all the races, so make sure you look out for that.
Peace.
Bye, guys.